Well, let's put it this way.
Let's put it this
That-
way.
Yeah, I was just curious because, your IP originates close to that place, and I had gotten some information that you were employed in Halifax
From where?
at one time. At one time.
My IP is nowhere near Halifax and never has been. If you look up my IP, it'll go back to central London, but that's false. So, what are you going to do? Yeah, no, it is false. It's fake. I've looked it up. The hardware it's built into it, so that's the problem. I don't mind admitting it. There's obviously no way around it, so it doesn't really matter.
That's right. That's true.
Just saying. So who told you Halifax? I'm curious.
You probably have Charles in here. Charles in here.
I'm not going to argue about it.
Yeah, because you can't.
Hey. That's, that number right there is Chris's ex-wife. Call it. Let's get her in this conversation.
Yes, okay.
Listen, when was I divorced?
Chris, you're going to get to talk to your ex-wife and sort things out once and for all.
When?
Oh, you deleted the number.
Oh, yeah, what's the number you going to call?
I gotta find it.
I added it. I don't know why it's not showing up.
Oh.
I gotta re-add it.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay.
What's your number?
We're about to call it.
What's your name?
I don't think they want to broadcast this.
It's
probably
not,
wouldn't be
it's
in
not
your
showing
best
up.
interest if it was.
It's not showing up. Here, I can add it manually though.
It's right there.
Hey, what state is she in? That's the best question.
Florida?
You'll find out in a sec. Chris, we're not shitting you. You're gonna talk to her.
She lives in Maine.
Okay. And what's your name?
What's her name?
Carolyn.
413.
Carol, Carly, I can't remember her first name.
No, sorry, wrong.
I only talked to her.
It's not adding her. Damn it.
No,
it's not. It's not. What the fuck?
Oh, you fucking up.
Okay,
Yeah,
there it is.
right
There
there,
it is.
see it?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is up. You hear that, Chris? That's your doom approaching.
Hello, no one is available to
Oh.
call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Guess you're lucky, Chris.
You got lucky.
Yeah, you got really lucky, Chris.
Plus, I had the wrong one. It was one of these. There she is. Found her. So, Chris.
Let's put it this way.
What?
I don't. If she's find out how tall she is, and if she's shorter than 5'6", she's probably never been married to me.
That's probably a lie, Chris.
Oh, that's absolute fact.
Well, I mean,
I
you
don't
gotta
like
look
when
at
I
her
hug
daughter.
when I hug a woman. I don't want to be hugging her head.
Chris, you don't have much choice, Chris. You're not in a position. Beggars can't be choosers.
Chris probably
Oh,
likes
I'm
to
not a
stick his
beggar,
head. You like to stick your head between the titties
Dude,
when you're hugging them, huh?
I can go out and date anytime I want. The problem here is that you
With
guys
who?
can't.
With who?
You guys can't, because if you could, you would. If you're young men, you're probably either ugly as hell, out of shape, got no job.
I'm in shape.
I think
got a job.
I've seen Tom's picture, and I think I've told him already he's a pretty good-looking guy.
Well,
I figured you would.
And I've seen
Okay,
Mike's
right?
pictures, and I'm not too sure if I'd say he's a pretty looking guy, but he does have a few pounds
Yeah.
on him. He's in shape.
Okay,
Let's just put it this way: he's not a guy you would want to fuck with.
really.
Yeah.
Just like Nismo, you don't want to fuck with him. You don't want to come toe to
Yeah,
toe with him.
Nismo would kick the shit out of you, Chris.
I had a prank caller in here. He's about 6'2". Weighs about 250 pounds. Guess what?
What?
I realized he didn't want to mess with me.
Oh, nice made-up story, Chris.
Are you implying that you can actually throw a punch? Because I don't believe that. You look like a dog.
Well, I tell you what, when you guys that are close come by sometime.
Chris, you're a little old though. You're like probably fragile. You probably break your hip if somebody hits you.
You're
You fall down,
crazy,
break your
dude.
hip, and then you'd be suing
Crazy.
somebody.
You're crazy. You guys are just scared.
No,
Somebody's
Chris, I told
scared.
you I was going to
Somebody's
come up there and
scared.
see you.
Chris, I will come down and see
Well,
you.
listen, LCC, I'm not talking to you, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I already been there before. So.
That's right.
What does Chris look like in person?
We had a good beer. We went down. Well, where did we go? We went down in town, Boston. We had a few good beers, and I showed you around a little bit.
Yeah, it was. I really didn't expect all those places down in Boston. I thought Boston was like.
Yeah,
you know,
that was
small
right behind Fenway. You were surprised that there were so many wild clubs directly
Yeah.
behind the Green Monster.
Gay clubs,
weren't there?
probably.
Hey,
Gay
Mike,
clubs.
you weren't there, Mike. You weren't there. You should have been there. Next time I go up there and see Chris, I'm gonna pick you up, and he can show you the tour around too. Because really, you'll be really surprised.
Because it's really small. You can see most of Boston. I can give you a tour in 2 hours.
Yeah,
and
Chris,
you know
I used to
Boston
live
well.
there. Chris, I used to live there. Chris, I used to live in Maynard, Massachusetts.
Okay, well that's not Boston. Maynard's away.
It's a suburb of Boston.
It's a suburb. Well, Maynard. That's probably about, I don't know,
15, 20 minutes.
40, 50 minutes from here.
No. Well, from Belmont. Belmont is way out in bumfuckville.
No, Belmont, I can pick up a rock and hit freaking downtown Boston from where I'm at.
Well, okay, whatever. Maynard is still not that far.
Why don't you know, there's a program called Google Earth.
Ooh. Okay, let's look it up real quick.
That's how I think I've seen what your shop looks like is due to Google Earth.
Yeah.
I really should get me something to eat here.
Well, it is not that long. It is. I disagree with that. 50 minutes.
Maynard?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
Maynard.
well, to the outskirts of Boston, it's not that far.
You know, it takes for me,
It takes 2.2 seconds.
to get to my place, takes about an hour. In rush hour?
And a
Forget it. We're talking an hour and 30 minutes. Hour and 30 minutes. To go. Let's put it this way: to get to the highway from here, which is 3.5 miles, takes 12 minutes.
Wait, I think I can hear. Is that Mad Mike with that rat sound?
Yeah, I think it's Mad Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, you sound like an insect, Mad Mike.
There he is.
Oh, there it is. What's up, Mad Mike? That might not be him.
He talked for a second.
Yeah.
You're gonna squeak.
Yeah.
So, Christopher Prawn, if that's your real name.
That's a very good point. You know, it really isn't my real name.
No?
What is up with that you can't even pronounce your last name? Because all your relatives that I've spoken to, they pronounce it Perron. You pronounce it Piron. What the fuck?
No, it's French. It's Francais. It is.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
And
Alright.
by the way, if Perrin there is a kid that grew up down the street from me. His name was Christopher Perrin, and he was spelled Perrin.
Just like Marguerite Perrin, the God Warrior from that one show, Trading Spouses, and she was this psycho Christian. Have you seen that? I'm a
By the
God
way,
Warrior.
Who would be interested in hearing Stephen Hawking say, perhaps science has proven there is a higher authority?
It's retarded. You obviously didn't look at it in its full context.
I would imagine he said that higher authority, meaning that there are forces that we cannot control that happen in the universe,
Yeah.
rather than there's a God.
He talks about God metaphorically,
He
Chris.
doesn't higher authority. Higher authority. You can call him anything you want. It's still God.
No.
The master of the
No.
universe. God.
No.
Higher
No,
authority.
He-Man
God.
is the master of the universe. He-Man.
God.
Oh, that's funny.
But guess what, gentlemen? Guess what? Science knows, or has a real good theory, that's what it is, a theory, that
Hold on.
the universe started from the Big Bang. But did you know that
Chris.
time has different speeds?
Yeah, that's the basis of the Big Bang, Chris.
Did you know that time has different speeds even now?
That's the basis
Okay.
of the Big Bang.
Can I just like jump in here as somebody who's actually studied this subject? I mean, you know, culturally, I understand you see religion as something that doesn't really improve your life. But Chris, the only reason that science doesn't
We're
improve
talking
your
about
life.
the Big Bang. We ain't talking about religion, dude.
We're talking about science. So the only reason that science hasn't really improved your life is because science is limited by convention. For example, if we were allowed to have eugenics, then we'd all grow up and be a lot stronger and healthier and fitter and happier. If we were allowed to modify
Exactly.
using
Okay,
science,
because you?
it's a lot better. But convention says that
No,
we
no,
can't
no,
do
no.
that.
Convention. Only sadistic fascists believe that.
No.
No.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Not even close.
No.
Yes.
No.
Who's
No,
been
you're saying
practiced-
yes doesn't make so.
Who has eugenics been practiced by?
America was invented by a Jew in America, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Sadistic fascists. That's what's been practiced by.
Well, maybe. I mean, read up on like Aldous Huxley a little bit and some anthropologists who've looked into it. It's perceived really badly because
Yeah.
I think
Just because of Hitler.
it's more of a propaganda aspect to it, because I don't think anybody in power wants us to be all healthy and happy and fit and strong and everything. I think as a slave race, we're doing pretty good as we are at the moment. So it's not something that we want, but it's something that we'd actually benefit from in the long run if we dropped all that prejudice about it.
Yes.
You know, personally, I
Okay.
think.
But guess what? You'd have a bunch of young people that wouldn't know their ass from their elbow on how to do things.
No,
It's kind of
Chris.
be like that movie Gattaca. Gattaca. You ever see Gattaca?
Hey, you guys believe in evolution. Well, how do you think we found out what was poisonous and what wasn't to eat?
Trial and error.
Natural selection.
Well, guess what?
Sure.
You want to go back
Trial
to
and error.
that? You want to wipe out all the people with experience and knowledge?
No.